Good morning and welcome to Social Media Part 3. I'm Connie Nieto, one of four full-time instructors at the Miami Association of Realtors. We do have us joining today, Christy Dennis, who's back, and Maggie Curiel via chat. So if you have any questions, please feel free to write them in the chat. The class today is talking about LinkedIn and Instagram. We will be swapping back and forth to the phone. I will be offering you some additional information and some insight on our website and details that you can obtain. I do want to remind you that it is Social Media Month and that we have dedicated ourselves to creating videos in English and Spanish with tips. We also have a social media page that you guys can make use of. It's miamirealtors.com/social media with insight on tools and services, right? And you do have the social media marketing guide. I will be providing this. Go ahead and copy it in. Let me put it in the chat and paste it. I see that Maggie actually has already done so. So she's shared the tips, she's shared recordings and information that's available here. So I won't repeat so you guys have access to it. One of the great things about the chat is that you can actually click in, and if it's a link, it will open in your browser. So that's a great way to store it. And I will give ample time for that. Here, what I wanted you to see in this social media marketing guide is there's a whole source of information on how you can share to social media using, right, the different options of products and services that we have. So this will actually help you create content and have content. So take advantage of that. Today also, I want to go ahead and though I'm going to talk about LinkedIn and I'm going to go ahead and talk about Instagram, I want to take a minute and scroll down and I want to invite you to log into the gateway. If you're going to follow along and you're just looking, that's perfect. I'm going to click the gateway. You know, it requires your license and password. And the reason I want you to do that is sometimes we're looking for what to share. When it comes to LinkedIn, this is your professional resume online, right? It's your CV, it's your curriculum vitae. It does have your info. So what we share on social media, because LinkedIn is not a social media page, it is a professional page. You may want to consider to share items at another level. What do I mean by that is that the content that you might provide might be something a little different. You might want to share news articles that are news driven. While on social media, we can have fun and you can be a local expert and you can share places to dine and things to do. When it comes to your LinkedIn, you may choose to look for other items. And what I wanted you to see here on the gateway, they've made it kind of easy. They have this what new and trending, our affiliate members. You see the presidential and the diamond affiliate and platinum affiliates. And then you scroll down, and here on the right-hand side, you have trending news, how real estate professionals add value for South Florida buyers, right? And you have plans for downtown Fort Lauderdale. You can actually click in on any of these to click to read more. You get the information and you get a short link to the info. So I'm going to go ahead and open up this one, right? I always recommend that everybody reads through what they've got. And here you have how real estate professionals add value for South Florida buyers. Okay. Here's the added value: sort out online market info, analyze home size and features, understanding the financial side, preparing an offer, negotiating the purchase, quarterbacking the transaction. An experienced realtor can deliver all of these services and more, right? And here's some information. So this is very news. It gives information. It's vital. And I think it's a great one to add. Why am I showing you this? Also from that same page, I'm going to come back and click to the gateway. There was a second article that piqued my eye, and it's when you see anything that will change our area. So now downtown Fort Lauderdale is going to have its first 5-star luxury hotel. This will change the scenery, and as soon as that's done, or probably in the process of being built, it will mean others will come as well. I have that article right here as well. Okay. And this is you sharing newsworthy information, right? Professional. So you could post. Now I have these two articles. I'm going to leave them here. Remember what I said, always read through what you're going to share in case you're asked questions to make sure that it's something that you want to be represented with, that it's something that you'd like to share. With that, I'm going to come to LinkedIn, right? And though I'm going to talk about the profile and networking and everything else, most of us want to post. You may already have your profile. You may want to just come in and create it. Most of us, if we've been a professional, at some point you've created a LinkedIn. So you could use that same one for this. But posting, wondering what to post, sometimes we're a little more delicate and careful with what we post on LinkedIn. So here you have to start a post, right? And you can click through it. Right when you log in, remember in LinkedIn, you always come into their news feed page. So you would make sure that it's you, who you want to see, anyone plus Twitter, connections only, or anyone. The connections only would mean that only those that have connected with you through LinkedIn are going to see it. I'm going to kick back to the I want anyone to see it. And I have here, I can add a photo, right? So I can choose through my pictures. Let me click back. I can add a YouTube, or I believe that this is like a Dropbox item. So you could even put here a form that you would want them to fill out. So if you ever posted, if they're interested in working with or seeking to invest or buy, you could actually put up an interview file here. If you'd like, I'm going to X out and come back. But to me, I'm going to go ahead and share something. Notice that this is the only site that I've seen that helps you add hashtag according to what you're putting in. So what I want to share here is that first article. I'm going to open it up, copy the URL for it, right? Come back into LinkedIn and paste it in. Immediately, I'm going to see, right, that there's an association news. And I might want to come once that's done and remove this. Now, sometimes you want to use key elements from the article. So I'm going to come back. And I liked this part here. I'm going to copy it. What's the first step with so much real estate information available online? It's hardly surprising that most buyers in South Florida, or really anywhere, begin searching for a home on their laptops, tablets, smartphones. They can compare features, sizes, and learn more, right? That's one port. But when it comes to get serious about buying, nearly all online shoppers turn to a realtor. This is probably the one I wanted that I had seen, right? Why am I selecting from here? Well, sometimes I'm not sure what to write. I want to give you that option. Some of us are great at it. Well, today in the morning, maybe it's because it's Monday, I just don't know. I don't feel like I'm going to write so well. And I love this. It's already in quotes. So what am I going to do? Come into LinkedIn and share it. Okay. So this is good information that you're sharing. And notice that the minute that I started to share, it tells me to add hashtags so I can actually come in through here, right? And select. Okay. I've added those in. If there's anything else that I'd like to put, I can. And then I've put in my items, I've shared it, and I've posted. To me, what you're doing here is with LinkedIn, you'd be able to filter, get some good news. Other resources, maybe for LinkedIn, or maybe you want to start sharing something specific. I would come back to our page and always come to South Florida Market Intel or click to news. I'm not going to post right now, but you do have here market snapshots that you can share, and then those cross-market demand items that you can download. The total home sales, any other news releases that you like, they're all available here. These are something that you could feature as well. If you're looking for other type of content, I always recommend Realtor.com. They have a couple here. Before you sell 8 curb appeal improvements, you need to fetch for top dollar. Gorgeous kitchen design, 12 colors to help sell your home fast. And this is incredible because sometimes you just change the color. you just use what you have, but you paint somewhere, or like the interiors, maybe you have multicolors. The person buying may not like that. They may like neutrals. So you can paint everything white and it shows you here and that a whole group of articles that are available here. Same thing. I'm going to select one. Flooring forecast, what's trending in living spaces. And then this was actually something that I had recommended. You could post this on a Wednesday. I know today is Monday, but here you have, right, incorporating more contrast and variation, maybe some geometric patterns in the wood, right? Plank flooring, some vinyl herringbone plank flooring, traditional trends, white planked engineered hardwood, slated tile, right? And you can look through here. So these are trends, flooring forecasts. This is something that you can share as well. I like to copy the title. Oh, I forgot that I have to copy here first. I'm going to share this on LinkedIn as well. I'm going to come into LinkedIn, start a post, paste it in. Come back to the flooring, copy this item right here. Back to LinkedIn, paste. You can put this in quotes because it comes directly from the article. Right? And you can add some of your own flair. Flooring trends for 2021. Improving, right? The home for sale or for the owner, right? Either. And you could just have something like that, come to the very end, and you have here interior design, real estate, right? Tiling. And then, of course, the ones that you always do, including your own. Make sure you put it in and you click post. We've already provided 2 posts. It's Monday morning. That's probably enough. We could come back. Remember when we were looking at that guide, when it came to LinkedIn, it only said to post a couple of times. Now, this is your professional resume. You'd probably pick the best of what you're posting for the week and post it into LinkedIn. Just as a reminder, I have that guide here that we provided in our first part. And remember that for LinkedIn, the best day is Wednesday and Thursday. And for our insight on when to post, aim is for 2 to 3 posts a week, much like the others. Remember that it's your online resume. Always pop up near the top of the Google searches, so it's great to do it. #1 agent-to-agent referral network, and it has a very high search engine optimization. So be sure to build your profile to the fullest. And that's what we're going to do here. If you came to our first class, I provided this. If you need it, I can share it here as well. Let me go ahead and send to all of you that handout that we give. This is at the very end. It's a click through. You have to log in to get it, but it is there. It's tips provided. Okie dokie. Now we're going to continue. Let's come back into LinkedIn and let's talk profile. One of the great parts of any type of profile, like we've mentioned before, is that you must make it yours. Make sure that that image, remember that we've shown you before, try to make the image the same. So wherever they're looking for you, they're going to recognize you. Another tip that they've told me as of late, make sure that the image is less than 5 years old. Not you when you were 5 years old, but less than 5 years old. So it may be current. Why? So it looks like you. If you're constantly changing your look, some of us like to dye our hair, right? Or we switch colors. Sometimes it's a good idea to have the picture with your current look. Some of us go from very long to very short, or decided to do highlights, and that changes how you look. The picture should be a good picture of you that shows who you are so they can recognize you. This is about recognition. Okay, to change it, you would click, you can edit it, you can add a photo, right? You can add a frame and you can delete it. Of course, you would click add, right? Upload a photo, or you could use the camera here and go ahead and use it. I'm gonna go ahead and X out. Alrighty. The next one is this cover image here. You can click here on the little pencil and you can crop, filter, etc., or add it. I always like to feature certain items. So you'd like a mix right here. Always make sure to use an image that represents what you're trying to sell. If South Florida is the beach, maybe that's what you'd like, and you click apply. In that same sheet, the information sheet that we provided to you, we offer you ideas on where to obtain images. Don't forget that you can also use Canva or Ripple to create this and more. Now for your area here, your contact info, right? You have contact info here. You can click and you can come and edit it. The contact info. You can put in a website, right? You can share, this is your LinkedIn profile. So you can copy this and this is what people see. This is really neat, something new that they've added there for you to know. Okay, this is your LinkedIn profile, your website. Now, the easiest way to do this is to actually add a tab on the very top and open it up. Okay, open up your website, www, johnsmithrealtor.com, open it up. Why? Well, some of us are good at learning what's up here and some of us are not. So copy it. Copy. And then come back into where you'd like to place it in and paste it in. I always say to test it to make sure that that's the right one. Sometimes there's issues or you think it has an S and it doesn't, etc. So make sure you test it. And you can choose here from personal, company, blog, RSS feed, portfolio, or other. The type, you can put it in. You can add additional websites. So let's say you have a pre-construction site, you can do that. Or you have a landing page on your brokerage, you can add that as well. And I can also come and remove it. Your phone number, type it in. Whether it's a mobile, a home, or a work, go ahead and share and put the info in. Address. Notice that I don't have an address. But why? How many of you dedicate yourself to more than one thing? No? So what address would you put here for which business? That's just something to consider. Thank you, Kimberly. Something to consider. Why? Because which address do I put? So I've left my blank. You don't have to do that. If there's a set place where you would like them to go, because that's the main place where you're at, you would put that in. Okay. Twitter, if you have it, that's if you've added it before. Instant Messenger, if you have any, you can add a different type of instant messenger and it lets you select from ICQ. Does anybody remember that? Google Hangouts, QQ, and WeChat. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and remove your birthday. And this is visible to your network. And you click save. So that's some of the information here that you have available. Now, you can also click here to edit, right? And it says here to add pronouns, let others know how to refer to you. Visible to all LinkedIn members. Your headline. I always want you to take a minute here in your headline, because here's an opportunity for those of you that do several things, right? To highlight all it is that you do. So let's say that you are an interior designer, a landscape artist, and also a realtor. So you would put that in that headline. So make sure that you headline. You're a full-time realtor. I would put realtor associate, whichever it is that you have as type of membership, slash, and then maybe some coverage area. South Florida Realtor, Southeast Florida Realtor, spanning Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, whichever you like, I would put it in. This is a headline. Your current position, you can add a new one. This will show your education, and you can click to add new. You can put a school, a degree, a start, and an end year, the grade, and the activities, the description. And here I'm going to appeal to your sense of who you want to communicate with. Some people will tell you that you should only put higher learning here. I don't know about that. What if you come from another country or you come from a school that has a great alumni group? It could be a high school, it could be an elementary school, it could be a K-8, whatever. Why? Those people will then be second level connections with you if they were there at the same years that you were. So this can expand. If you come from somewhere else, this is a great way to connect to people that were with you. And everyone that you can connect with is potentially a customer. So that's why I show this, and I want you to make sure to fill it out. I'll give you an example. I went to a rather small private school that was here on 8th Street and 21st when I attended, and then moved to 6th Street and I think 127th. Either you knew from it because you knew where it was, but not everybody knew. But it is a great connection way. So I could easily come into here and put the school I attended. I didn't get a degree. I just finished a school. It was to 8th grade. My field of study was, I don't need to put that, but the years were important. It was a small school. So even though if you weren't in the same grade, you knew other people because they were there. The activities you did, well, I did Spanish dance. I learned how to play the guitar, right? We did, so you could put those kind of things because those adds information and people that you can link with. So take a minute here. And if you had any media or external files, you could do it as well. All right. So you can come here and add a section for intro. Okay. About featured your background and work experience and any skill level that you would like, your accomplishments, etc. Okay, I'm not open to work. I'm working, and share that you're hiring, where I'm not doing either or. So I don't need to do that, right? To add more. I don't, but I wanted you to see. Profile strength, I'm intermediate. They would probably like me to all-star members provide more and more info. So it'll tell you what level you're at. My dashboard, 9 people have viewed your profile, 66 post views, 4 search appearances. So 4 people have searched me, right? My activity, remember I posted these 2, and then I had posted not too long ago out of state viewing. That's why I didn't do it again. And Broward real estate news, consistency of low mortgage rates. This information here, just so that you can see it, this is something I recommend you guys to use. This is downloadable directly from that South Florida market intel. It's an image so that you can download it as a picture. That means you can post it on Instagram. Where was that from? The news page. It's a direct connection to realtor.com. It's right here. Let me give it a second for it to load because it always does that. It's here, right? So I can actually come first and pick, let's say that you wanted to do Broward and Miami-Dade. I have to give it a minute. And then top viewing counties, right? And let's say that I'm really interested in other states, not people from within. And here I have other counties interested in Broward. This is 2021 Q1 Realtor.com search data. The view share is calculated as a total number of views after the geographic filter is applied and excludes international views within the county. And then you can click here and choose how to download. Image, PDF, and PowerPoint. So depending on how you're going to be using it, So image would be probably the most ideal. Oh, hello there. This is the page. It's from our news area. All right, on Miami Realtors, your website. It's here, right? And what I did was wait for this to load because it takes a bit because it's pulling actively. And then I can select a county. And you wait for it to load. And here's Palm Beach's info. So international views, views from others and within. And then I can change it, views from other states. Okay. Here's the info. And then I can download here. I can share it directly here. Okay. But how many of you like to use it for several things? So I always select this one here, which is that share button. And then you can choose image, PDF, PowerPoint, etc. And if I selected image, okay, there it downloaded to my computer. How would I use it? I'm not going to post it, but I will show you. Okay, let's click to the home. You could come into here, select a photo, right? And there's the views. I love it. You can add text, okay, to describe it and post. Since it's an image, you can also share it to Instagram, okay? So something else to consider is my network. How many connections you have. It's going to ask you to online events for you that you may be interested, okay? It will tell you people that you may know from the location where you work. You want to connect to as many people as possible. You do connect to other realtors on here because they can be as a shared resource. You may work with them on something and you may want to mention them later. People you may know in the Miami and Fort Lauderdale area. People in the real estate industry that you may know. So this is why it's so important. Remember when I was telling you to add your education? If you loved your preschool, if you loved your elementary school, if you loved your middle school, if you loved your high school, if you loved your college, and then you loved your university, you put it all. If you currently took another course somewhere else, you add it in. Yes, you do, because that will help you with your connections. Okay. You have 249 connections and it'll tell you to message them. It'll also tell you when it's someone's birthday, etc. So you can see your network. But the network piece has changed. I have no pending invitations. I can see and mark my teammates. Okay. I wanted to show you this part of the teammate because you can connect. I have a pending connection and I'm going to leave you pending, Christy, for a little bit because I like to show this from the class. And then I have other teammates. Okay. I can add teammates. I can add a manager, right? I can look at past information if I have any. So if you're in a team, here's a great resource for you to use. All right. You will get messages in the system. People will congratulate you. Like I just made it to my 7th year and I got a whole bunch of messages. You'll get your notifications on the very top. All right. And then you can come to the me and see your account settings. And I'm going to come again to view my profile. Before I continue here and do anything else, did you note that my profile is linkedin.com/in/Connie Ursua Nieto? How did I personalize this? That edit public profile and URL setting is right up here. You can click in it, okay? And you can go ahead and put it from 3 to 100 letters or numbers, no spaces, symbols, or special characters. And then I'll share what happened with me. I put this in once. It didn't work. So what did I do? I came right back and I did it again. Where was it from? I'm on my home. I click to my profile. From my profile, it is on the very top here. Edit public URL. I click on that and then edit your custom URL, personalize it. You click on the little pencil and you put in your information. And then you click save. Just a recap to what we did. We came in to our site. We logged in to the gateway. We found this little area here with trending news that changes on a daily basis. We clicked through. We shared some of the articles, so some great content, right? Shared some of the articles. We posted it onto LinkedIn, right? We came into LinkedIn. We talked about our profile and updating it, editing our URL, and how the significance of what we add here will then affect our network, and how you can grow it and you should come in. Before I leave here, how many of you are familiar in certain brands? Like, let's say you love Target. Anybody else likes Target that's in class today? No Targeteers? Any Amazonians that buy on Amazon? I would always look here. You like Target, you should click and follow. 9 people from your school work here, 164,911 employees. And now that you start to follow it, you see how many of you need to avoid that little like $3, $5 section at the very beginning. That's the area I cannot go to. So I try to buy and pick up outside. But you see, so you may have other companies. Start following the brands that you work with, buy from, and believe in. Because one, this helps them, but two, you will immediately see. Okay. Human resources, I can connect. Amy Jones, I can connect. Mario Morales. So this will give you an automatic connection to people that you may know, right? Because of the school you went to. Did you see that? So you come up here and you also follow brands. Make sense? Because that will help you grow your connection. It'll help you grow the influence. Now, they have to agree to connect, but most people, if you're doing it in here, are going to connect. You grow your sphere of influence. More people see the articles you post. More people freely see that you're a realtor. You like? That's how you grow. So that's an option, and I highly recommend it. Okay. Now, before coming over, I want to come back one more time. Remember that here is the LinkedIn information. And now we're going to talk a little bit about Instagram. Okay. You can log into Instagram from your computer, though that's not the most effective way. But I wanted you to see that from your computer, you could actually edit your profile. You can change your photo, right? Remove the current, upload, and cancel. I wanted you to see that. So let me click back. This is your profile. When you log in, you would have to click over to your profile. This is your page. Sometimes it's easier to do some of this on the actual computer. So I come and I click. This is a professional account. I have it marked as real estate. But here I can also do what? Show category, edit profile. Here I can add. So if I take a picture, I might have it on my computer. I can actually click to change it and upload it here. I have the ability to put my username, website information, a bio. So no, I needed to have changed this. Here's my 7th year. My email. That's not my email. I'm glad I saw that. My phone number. Okay. Gender, and I click submit. All right. Now I'm going to come here to the side. You can change your password, see apps and websites, right? Emails, push notifications, right? And your login activity. Okay. All of this from the phone. Now I'm going to come to the share. Give me a moment. I'm going to switch to my phone, to my device. Okay. And there's my phone. Do you see the phone? Right. We're going to do a combination of this. Notice how I have here info, and it should really say social media. These are my social media icons. I'm going to click in and click to Instagram. And this is my business page. Okay. There's a TikTok showing right now. How appropriate. Right. I'm going to come and select on the lower right-hand side. Oops. It's telling me to update. So give me a second. Okay. It's been updated. So now I'm going to come over here. I wish painting was that easy, right? And decorating. And I'm going to click on my profile image. And that's going to bring me to my dashboard here. Promotion, contacts, ad shop. Remember, we go over promotions in the 4th segment of this class. Okay. Now, the first thing I want to do is click the little 3 lines on the very top. And the reason I want you to do this is because I want you to see here, go into settings, and then go into account. Here under account, I can switch the account type. Most of us, when we create an Instagram, right? If I were to switch, it would be to a personal, but here's where you would get your choice to switch it to business. Again, let me cancel, click back, right? Click back again. I was here on my profile. I selected the 3 lines on the very top. I selected to come to settings. Okay. Account. And then switch account type. And that has the 2 options there. I'm going to come back out from here. Click the back button, right? I can click and see my activity here. My time. I don't log into this one much. I'm going to go back, right? I can click here and see my ads. Okay, any preferences, activities, etc. And then a couple of things I like to show you. I can post here too. So if I select the plus sign over here, it's going to ask me if I want to post, if I want a story, if I want a story highlight, IGTV, a reel, and here's a guide. If you're not sure how to do stuff, there's a guide. Click through it. Let's say I want to create a post. I'm going to click post. It's going to look at my recent photos, right? You see, this is from my phone, personal stuff. Here I have 10 benefits of homeownership. How many of you came to the class that we gave last week? There was 2 of them, the first and the second part. The reason I'm asking is that this comes from a page that I can share with you towards the end. And it was a 50 PowerPoints with information on why to work with a realtor and postings that you could do. You just had to click through. So I want to know if I share that. 10 benefits of home ownership, right? So look how easily I'm going to click on next. I can choose a color scheme. So look at that one. I like the blue. We'll go to next, right? And I can write a caption here. That's how easy it is to post. This is an image. You could use videos, etc. And here I'm going to go ahead and share with you guys. I spelled it wrong. I select the right one. Home ownership, nothing else. And I'm going to go ahead and hashtag. Social media month, right? Social media. Miami trainers. That's who we are, right? And now I'm done with that. I put okay. Clicked okay on the top. I'm ready to share, but I want you to see something. Here is my account. Here is my Facebook. It's turned on. So everything I post here will automatically go to Facebook. If you have not linked this, you can do it in the advanced settings. The easiest place to do this is to go to your Facebook business page. The first time it'll ask you to confirm, you confirm. And now you click share and it shares to both. That easy. Okay. Now, what if I wanted to do a story? I could click here to stories, right? Well, I'm sorry, let me X out. I'm going to come and select on the top. And now it's not letting me. Let me switch and come here to my profile page. I clicked on the lower right-hand side here. I'm going to click the plus sign on the top. And this time I want to post to my stories. Okay. Notice that right now it's showing, right? I don't want that. I want an image, so I can select on the lower right, right? And then come and select an item that I'd like to share. This is from infographics, Florida Realtors infographics, and it's remodeling projects with the greatest return. My little message, always more, by typing. Right? I can choose on the very top here some changes, maybe in my font or in the way it comes in. I like that little feature. I click done, right? And now I can actually move this to the very top, to the bottom, and there is my message. This is an infograph that you can download as a JPEG from your phone. Okay. And now what I do, I click here to Facebook and my stories because I wanted to go to both. I have a selection of close friends. You can choose, but I want everyone to see this. Why use stories? How many of you look at Instagram and you slide through the images and are not a like giver? You don't double click. But how many of you love this little stories part? Well, I like it. So now you can come and click on the top and you can see that your story is uploading. Once it uploads, let's give it a second here. You see how it's uploading? Okay. You can actually come and select highlight and put here where it is that you would like to highlight. So if it's a new one, you would click new. And this is how you create highlights on your page, right? I'm going to put it here under info because I've created this little info one. So now that one is highlighted on my info. So if people come back to my page, they can see the different info items that I have shared. How many weeks ago, right? Virtual open house, right? That's who we are. The video from realtor.com and my newest one. Do you like? So again, I'm going to X out from a story, which you can do from here. Okay. Remember that the first thing that it shows, right? You're going to create a story. It shows the camera so you can actually go live, right? And I came to the lower left-hand side, clicked on images because I wanted it to be a picture. And now I'm going to select this one. The most difficult part of purchasing for home buyers: finding the right property, paperwork, understanding the process, saving for a down payment, and getting a mortgage. So it's finding the home. right? Again, this was from a product that I gave in our second and first class. I will share with you as well. Yes, Tiffany, I like that too. Plus, if you're sneaky, you come here, not sneaky, but you see this little here? On your personal Instagram, you can mention your business page. So I'm going to mention the ladies that are here today, okay, with me. So if you work with someone, are working with someone, a mortgage company, a title company, etc., this is a way to mention it. But this is also a way to post something like this on your personal page and then link it to your business and put a message on here. Are you interested? Click, let's connect. Get more information on my business page and get it here. So now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to click mention. Okay, I'm going to select Christine. Since both ladies are with me here today, right? And then I can go ahead and add it to my stories. Besides the fact that you can do this, if it's vital info that you're providing, one more time, I'm going to show you. I'm going to click here on my image, right? So that I can see the story. And here I see it, right? Do it again. There's the one that I did first. Here's the second one. I'm going to highlight it. So click highlight. And now if it's something I want them to keep so they can continuously see, I can create, right? Choose what it is. I'm going to select info. And then it becomes a continuous part of my profile because you have your highlights here. That's how easy it is to use Instagram. I showed you a combination of logging in from the site and what you can do from your computer. Because how many for you, it's easier to type, right? Or put your picture in, etc. from your computer. That's why I show you that you can log in. And that's to this moment, the extent of what you can do from the computer, because Instagram is an instant gram, right? An instant message for the cell phone. All right. Please note that you can add content like what is here. Notice how I have here information. I have the flood insurance, right? Let me click back and show you some other items that I've created. For any events you have, no shame, put them up, right? I also feature what others post. Oh, did it stop sharing? Give me a second. There you go. I share what others post, so you could too. Here are some statistics. But I wanted to look back, way back. I love my fairs of
We are realtors, experts at what we do, advocates for what we believe. Here to acknowledge a hard truth. Too many are still locked out of the futures that property can make possible. It will take all of us, realtors stepping up for what's right, and all of you asking hard questions every step of the way. Together, we'll fight until the fight for fair is won. Because this ad won't end discrimination in real estate. People will.
Now I have this, if you'd like
realtors, experts
right?
at what we do,
you can come to the three little dots on the top.
Here to acknowledge a hard
and you
truth.
could copy it.
Too many are still locked out of the futures that property can make possible.
When you copy the link,
all of us.
let me stop it. Okay.
All of
when you copy
asking
the link,
hard questions every.
You could use something called repost. I'm going to try to show you. Repost, if I could spell right. So you may want to use that. Notice here, repost. You have the information on the top, and I can click on that, and then I can share it. If you pay the upgrade, it'll let you do it without mentioning. But here's something great that the your trainers posted that you may want to share. And you go ahead and put the repost. It starts to process it. And with your Instagram page open, it'll bring you here.
At what we do,
you can do it what we believe. To your story,
here to acknowledge a hard truth. Too many are still
And then, of
locked out of the
course, come and
futures
put
that
it.
property can make possible.
So what a great message. So you can also learn to repost what others have posted. Again, I have my messages from before remodeling, right? Difficult parts of purchasing a home ownership, and this little realtor.com video. So there's content is never ending. Now I'm going to come back to mine and I want to show you some from when I started. Because you can create too. How many of you like where you live and you want to work that area? I did items like this. This is directly from Canva. It's a picture that they had, coffee. Okay. I've been posting forever, as you can see, but I wanted to show you some. Look at the color trends here. I need to do one for this year. This was a palm tree I saw on the way to the doctor with my husband. It was beautiful that day, and I shared it. Isn't this what South Florida is about? So you can create items like this using Canva, using your phone, you know, putting text over an image. That's an application. Look at us there, Maggie. Look at Nelson. Look at us featuring the Hard Rock. I'm getting to it. You can tell I'm hungry. You can create something like this. What if there's a local shop that you just love? You can create something like this and share it. So it's an endless. Now this here was a way, I needed to add a couple more for it to come back, for you to make those items synchronized. So this is us with the 31 days. And how many of you love our fruit stands? So it's limitless what you can do. So let's say you go to the U-Pick or you have a farmer's market that you love. So you can feature it, you can put the location for it, and you can upload it. Make this a part of who you are. You like sports, you go biking and share it. Share it. Let your personality shine through. So it's easy to use. Now, do you have any questions? All right, I'm going to stop my share here. And I'm going to share again my screen, my desktop. And this is the item that we gave that first time. Let me open up here, because what I'd like to do is make sure that you have this. Do you see the PowerPoint on screen? Let me open it up. Do you see this PowerPoint? This is something downloadable. It's 50 tiles that you can use, right? And I wanted you guys to see that you could use it. I use these 2 images from here to post, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and take a minute and come back. And this is the page where you can download them. Every time that we find items like this, we will be the first to post it onto our Facebook, because you can do links on Facebook so that you can share. But if you miss them, we always try to update the content of our courses to include items like this. This is where you log in, you put your info in, you click submit, and then you can download these wonderful, amazing slides. First time repeat buyers, home staging do's and don'ts, okay? Things for you to consider that you can share it. So it's vital. If you took this class now, I will come back at the end of the year and take it again. Why? We are continuously updating information. We created info sheets this last year with links and walkthroughs to the information that I was sharing with you here. Right? This social media marketing 101. Now we found this torch. This came this last week where you can get some slides. And I don't know about you, but if I have something already created that I know is valid and worth it, I want it because that leaves you time to do other things. I show you in LinkedIn, in Instagram, and we come back. Remember that I showed you here that you can log in. Okay. You can see your homepage. You can see what others are doing. You can see things here, and you click on your profile and how you can manage settings in your profile here, how you can edit your profile, click to your settings and log out. But you can have some of the writing stuff done here, permitting you to do so much. I showed you how to do and create from stories your highlights. So these are always stored with you, right? And then have fun with what you're sharing. That's the whole idea. If there aren't any other questions, I want to thank you for joining me this morning. I want to thank Maggie and Christy for being there in the chat and participating and sending you so much vital info. Remember that these classes are recorded and that we already have recordings available to you, and that this is social media month. So don't forget that. Thank you for being Miami members, for spending time with us. And remember that we have a social media page with tips, information, and more. Maggie went ahead and she shared again our Facebook, our Twitter, Instagram. Each of us have individual ones, and we have our trainer pages, recordings where you can find them on Miami Realtors Live and YouTube, and then our social media tips as well. So not only is it social media month, we've created a social media marketing guide using our products and services in English and in Spanish. Again, thank you for working with us. Thank you for being a Miami member. And if there's no other questions, we're done. We're ready to go. Hope to see you for the fourth part. We will be here Friday morning delivering that. Again, thank you for being Miami members.